Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and wherever you're watching this. I am Jerome Eberharder in the Boise, Idaho area. Actually, Lori and I live outside of Boise on a 15-acre lavender farm that we're growing, and got some rescue dogs and rescue cats, and most of my time is spent helping people, coaching people to help build a business. So if you like these, would you please subscribe and please comment. I love your comments. They really help the channel out, which means I can bring more of this content to you. So today we are going to talk a bit about online tools to help you build a business. And as you likely know, I specialize in people who are 50, 60, 70, even 80. There are so many 80, 85-year-olds that are young at heart, they're vibrant, they have some very successful businesses. So why that age group? Well, first of all, that's where I am, number one. Number two is it also means that you've lived life. And you probably have had some ups and downs. You've had some major career changes. You have had maybe a divorce or two, like me. And now, of course, I have a fabulous wife and a long-term marriage. But the point is, you've gone through things like that, bought and sold homes, all those kinds of things that really give you experience. And of course, that experience is invaluable for many things, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Today's video is really focusing on the tools, many of them free, that you can use to start a business online from home with recurring revenue. Let's talk about recurring revenue. I think that's what's so critical as we age, is having businesses that can provide you recurring revenue. That means revenue that comes in maybe weekly or monthly that you can count on. And an example of that is one of my clients from a few years ago. This guy designed and built beautiful birdhouses, gorgeous birdhouses. But he didn't want to have a storefront. He loved building these in his spare room in the house. And so whatever product or idea or concept that you have doesn't mean that you have to have a storefront or brick and mortar. And that's what's changing about today's world. As you likely know, brick and mortar is changing to click and order. So I want to talk about some tools, and if I'm not going to go more than 10 minutes, and if I need to go more than that, I'll do that in another video for you. So let's talk about some tools that will be extremely helpful for you. Number one is you need some kind of lead gathering and generating systems. And the one I use is system.io. I'll have a link down below for you. One of my mentors told me that all happiness in business, all success is downstream from lead generation. And what does that mean? That means that you have to find ways of making yourself more findable. And when you do, then people need to be able to see who you are and what you have. And the best way in the world to do that is through their emails, because you own that. This platform we're on here, YouTube, that could change very, very quickly. Facebook and Google Ads and Google AdWords and all those things, they change constantly. If you own those leads, if you have their first name and their emails, and they're interested in something that you have to share, to sell, to coach, to help them with some kind of thing that they want, you own that. It's very, very powerful. And so in today's world, you need to capture emails and then also manage those emails, respond to people, to have maybe an email campaign where you can talk more about your business, your idea, your concept, or your product. So I've looked at many and used a number of them. And so I want something that's for you, that's free to get started, which system.io is. And also, if you decide to use the paid versions, very, very inexpensive relative to many other online business email platforms. So that's number one. Number two is you need to have a personal website. So what I suggest is you go to about.me. About.me. You can have a personal one-page website so that people can find you, people can know who you are. More and more of today's work is being done online. And so you need to have some kind of social credibility. And so with a free online website, people can check you out. You can have some testimonials or some references there for you. And that's really, really a great way. So about.me, free one-page personal website. Number three, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also free. I think there's 700 or 800 million, maybe more by now, people on LinkedIn worldwide. It's another place where people can check you out. They know that you're a real person. They can get to know and like and trust you because of maybe some content that you have there or a very nice about section. So again, LinkedIn, it's free. Another way to go is right here, is YouTube. Do you know that to have a YouTube channel takes 1 or 2 minutes to set up? It's free. And it's a fantastic way of, just like I'm doing here with you, of showcasing who you are, what kind of products you have, and no doubt you've gone to YouTube for something, some kind of how-to. When I built our solar system here, because we live off the grid, I probably watched, I think Lori counted well over 200 videos on how to build a complete solar system. And I watched them all because I made my system from scratch. I even built our own battery system. So I learned how to do that on YouTube, and you can do it too. So you don't have to be fancy. You don't have to have all the cameras and all the equipment. I'm doing this in our kitchen, which I love. And of course, I've done most of the remodeling here. Lori loves it too. And so that's where I'm sitting down for a few minutes to chat with you. So YouTube is great. And we can talk more about that in the coaching and how to set that up. You probably will need some help as you start to roll out a business. And a great way to do that is to look for help on Fiverr, Fiverr.com. I'll put a link down below for you. And Fiverr is literally a place with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people with unique skills around the world. For example, you might want some help with videos. You might want some help writing a book. You might want help with social media, somebody to manage your social media. You might want help with writing, with email generation. It doesn't matter. There are people there who can help you, and it's fairly inexpensive. And so that's a great resource for you, Fiverr.com. Another free resource is Google Voice. You may not want to have your personal phone number, cell, or home number online. So you can go to Google Voice and just Google that, Google Voice, and you can get a free phone number that you can use for your business. The nice thing about it is it will ring to your phone if you want it to. I'll have my number down below. I have mine set so that it doesn't ring to my phone. Instead, you can leave a voicemail. I call it my messaging center. And then it'll send you a text or an email, you choose, and say, hey, you've got a voicemail from Susie or John or whoever left a voicemail for you, and then you can call them back. It's just a great tool, and it helps you keep your privacy and not have to give out your personal cell number. Number 7 is domains. You need to have a domain just for you. So whatever business you're thinking of, or you have, or maybe you're doing something right now, and you've already got a business, you need a domain name. There's gazillions of places out there. I use Namecheap.com. There's also Bluehost and so on. But you need a domain for your business. It's also called a URL. You need that. And because most email services, you can't use Gmail, you can't use Yahoo, you can't use Apple like .me or .mac. You have to have your own domain name. Otherwise, these generic emails won't go through their server services. So I've got more, but we're about 10 minutes. I don't want to go over this. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Also, I've got my Google Voiced Out number down there if you want to reach out to me so I can help you with coaching and help you build the business that you've been dreaming about. So again, thanks for being here. Would love it if you shared this with somebody. And remember, if you're over 50, 60, 70, even in your 80s, and you want help with some coaching, I'm here. So again, I'm signing off from our little kitchen here in the southwest corner of Idaho. Take good care. I'll see you on the next video.